Oh dear. So, this isn't necessarily an MIA, although this is probably going to touch on a few aspects of modding that I am going to be a bit concerned about now, in the near future. As you may be aware, if you have not been hiding under a rock for the last week or so, a lot of footage is now coming out of pre-release copies and copies that have just been gotten hold of by members of the public of Fallout 4. For a while there was just some console footage, and now we're finally getting some PC footage. The graphical disparity between them, there's been a lot of hoo-ha about that. That's not really been my issue. I've always kind of maintained the idea that it can look average, it can even look bad, provided the gameplay is good. And from what I can see right now, and I'm not going to go into any kind of spoilers here, I mean, I'm not even putting Fallout 4 footage here, I am literally just putting some New Vegas stuff I'm doing, because I am desperately trying to finish the fucking game before Fallout 4 comes out. Yeah, haven't finished New Vegas. 700 hours in the fucking thing, haven't finished New Vegas. Kill me. But anyway, the thing with the footage we're seeing at the moment, graphically, it seems absolutely fine. Obviously, they're going for a slightly different art style. That's fine. Although I will very happily say the skin textures and the lip syncing animations on the NPCs right now looks pretty fucking bad. And I'm not saying bad in general. I'm saying worse than Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Gee, I mean, to be fair, I've kind of been spoiled. If anyone has ever played Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines, that is world-class lip-syncing in a game that came out in the same era as Half-Life 2. Like, this is like early days of the Source engine, and we've got that level of quality, and somehow 2015, almost 2016, we have got something like that. That really throws me for a loop, so that's a really big concern. But getting away from that, although it's kind of tied in terms of modding, I am very much a proponent of you want to tell a story. It's fantastic that you want to give a gameplay experience, and that is kind of central to the whole idea. But through the mods I've enjoyed and the mods I've made, I've always found that dialogue and being able to express character through dialogue is really important. And that's where the dialogue wheel system really, really, really worries me. Because it's essentially going to boil every single conversation down to, at least at every break in the conversation, 4 options. Now, for the most part, if it's a progression of a conversation and it's just leading towards some kind of conclusion, that's fair enough. You're just going to be kind of going this way and that way, pushing things to one or another conclusion. When you're actually trying to get information out of someone, we haven't seen how that would work. We haven't seen that kind of, I want to talk to you about X, Y, and Z that have happened in the Wasteland. There is no secondary way of doing that, and the only way I can imagine it would be 4 options, 2 of which would be actual subjects, 1 would be go to the next state, go to the next page of subjects, and 1 which would be go back. 1, that's really fucking clunky, 2, that's not goddamn necessary. The menu we have had from in the inception of Fallout, all the way through here, in the Wasteland as well, has always been just cycle through your options, say the thing. You don't need to boil it down that much. And now I am just really, really worried that we're going to end up with a game where the action looks great. The action, I will actually say, they have absolutely refined down the actual first-person shooter element to it. I'm really happy about that. I want to be able to have conversations with NPCs. I want to actually interact with my companions. I mean, comparing Fallout 3's companions to Fallout New Vegas' companions is like comparing fucking vinegar to vintage Bordeaux. It's like you've got one where they are fucking gun platforms, you've got one where they are fully rounded characters you can invest in, explore, and and give them their own character arc. I don't think Bethesda's going to really achieve that. Piper, and yeah, by the way, that was fucking hilarious. And they went, oh, by the way, Piper, a news reporter. Ah, fuck! That's really useful. That's going to be fun to work out. Yet, I'm not entirely sure how much fleshing out that kind of character is going to get. And obviously with the whole Dogmeat fiasco and the fact that Dogmeat is technically invincible, and this may or may not be due to the fact that he keeps falling off fucking skyscrapers, and it would be really awkward if you had to keep reloading because the AI pathfinding wasn't up to fucking scratch. That could be an issue. Couldn't it? Sorry, this is the problem. I pre-ordered Fallout 4, and now I'm just getting slowly more worried and more cynical and more just generally terrified that I'm not only going to feel like I've wasted money, but the whole notion of the Fallout sequel has been squandered. So, yeah. Anyway, I didn't want to go into a massive rant over this. I didn't want to go more than about 5 or 6 minutes, so keep it fairly succinct. I will be doing a full Let's Play of Fallout, from scratch, completely blind, straight off the bat. And we are going to pretty much either revel in the wonderment that is this new game with Bethesda's new idea of how Fallout should play out, or I'm going to surf that fucker right into hell where it belongs, depending on the general quality of the game. So I'm very much looking forward to that, and I hope that maybe you'll find it interesting as well. But anyway, I will wrap it up here. Just Cliff's Notes would be, I'm looking forward to the game. I am worried about what this is going to mean for the modding community. Considering all the things I've seen, all the little pet peeves I have, I'm starting to think that when the mod kit comes out, when the creation engine starts is available for people to use, there is going to be a radical overhaul of the UI, the dialogue system, just tons of stuff is going to get done. And it's not just going to be an aesthetic choice, it's going to be this is better, why was it not like this to begin with, kind of choices. So, on one hand, for fuck's sake, Bethesda, raise your game. On the other hand, we have one of the best modding communities in gaming, as far as I'm concerned, with the Fallout franchise, and I am really looking forward as to what people can do with it. I just wish we weren't being given fucking Lego instead of the Meccano we used to. And I really hope it doesn't turn out to be Duplo. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to me ramble like a complete and total twat, and goodbye.